what's going on YouTube? We are live for the first time ever on this YouTube channel to talk about the season 3 finale and season 3 as a whole of From. The one of the I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with that. It's just a crazy show, man, on MGM Plus, and we have been talking about reviewing this for a while for reasons that will not be brought up right now. We're gonna behave. Everyone. Wow. Everyone here. But the point of the matter is that we are here together. We are here together finally to talk about From season 3. So, if you are new to LFG and we are new to a review, we like to give you our spoiler-free thoughts, of course. Honestly, it's kind of crazy because this is a review of the season and of the finale, but nonetheless, spoiler free at the top, and then we will get into all the craziness that this season had to offer and the finale had to offer. So, with that being said, who wants to kick it off?
Andrea, what did you rate this season?
A 10.
Oh, perfect.
10 out of 10.
Okay. John?
Give it like 7.5. Are we doing halves?
Dang. I mean, that's up to you guys. We generally don't do halves, but I mean, if that's
not,
what you
it'll
go.
be 8.
So
then I guess I'll bump it up. But
damn,
no
unexpected
halves.
coming from McGee.
Okay. Cody, our latest from what is it? From Melia member?
I feel like I've been here longer than you. But anyways, I'm gonna give it a solid 8.
Okay. Jet?
I am at a 9.
That was unexpected.
I'm thinking, what can I knock points off for? I don't know. I really don't know. I really enjoyed the season a lot. Thought it was great. But I don't think I'm at that perfect 10 out of 10, though. I think there was a few flaws in there, which I'm sure we'll get into. So I'd go with a 9 of this as well. So, 10, 8. What'd you say, Cody? 8 as well?
I did say 8.
8 9s. So there you go. 8 9s 10s. 10 1 10. There you go. That's our From season ratings. Let us know what you guys thought about it. Those of you that have watched it, down in the comments below, down right now on the live. If anybody is in here, let us go. Drop your ratings right now. That is awesome. Anything you guys want to talk about before we get right into the spoilers?
Hold on. As somebody that watched it all in one sitting, do you feel like there were slow parts? Or did it just feel okay? Like there was no
I'm also
problem
curious in this question.
I just want to know because you watched it all the way through. You didn't have to wait a week.
I don't feel. I mean, I think to me that's the benefit of watching it all in one sitting. I don't feel like
we understand that, but
so to me, I don't feel like it dragged at any point. So no, I don't think so.
Hey, and then this isn't a spoiler, but do you feel like there was times where there was no night? Like it felt like for a while.
Oh yeah,
no night.
I could see that on the back half of the
that
season.
Did happen.
I could see that on the back half. Man, there's one of the episodes that I was like, "Yo, they've been saying it's gonna get dark soon for the last fucking 3 hours, 4 hours. It's gonna get dark soon. It's gonna get dark soon, and it never happened. It never got dark. Yeah. So I felt that for sure. Right. The last few episodes.
We're good.
Sure. All right. I think we can really talk about the finale first and then work our way back into the season, since that is, at least for us, not really J-Mag, but that's fresher in our minds. So yeah, I mean, typically when we do these reviews, we don't, well, sometimes we start, because sometimes you like to go through I don't know if you want to do that here.
No, I don't think that's crazy to try to go through each.
Okay, that's yeah. No. I was talking about the finale. I don't know if you wanted to go through the finale, but if not, it's perfectly fine. We can just, whatever somebody wants to talk about first, we can just do that.
Okay. All right. Well, let me talk about my biggest disappointment with this season finale. Biggest disappointment.
Okay.
Spoilers, obviously. So those of you that are watching, we're in spoilers. If you haven't seen it, click off now. I don't want you guys to get spoiled. Go check it out. Go finish the season. biggest disappointment for me this season. They had, I think it was 1873, right? That was the thing. In the last few episodes, the numbers, what do they mean? Let's figure it out. They figured it out. It's a song, okay? And they started playing this song at the tree. I was crossing my finger, and this is kind of like a joke, my biggest disappointment. I was crossing my fingers, man, saying, please let this be the Que Sera Sera, bro. And that would have been
That would have
so
been
dope
fucking
as fuck.
epic.
That
That
would've
would have been
been
sick.
I didn't even
epic,
think
man.
of
That
that,
that they gave us this song since season 1, and it's the intro song. And I was like, please let this be Que Sera, bro. Please just let
That
them
would've
go
been
crazy. I would have
perfect.
lost my shit, man. Yeah,
That would have been
That-
dope
that-
as
I
That
fuck.
is
was-
so funny.
but-
I was really disappointed when it wasn't.
Your
there.
mind went there, and mine did, but as a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, they're
hoping it
gonna
was real.
start singing the theme
That would have
song.
been
My-
fire.
My mind went there as well, but I didn't say it out loud. She said it out loud for sure.
Nah, I didn't think that.
I feel like
would've
that
been
was a
dope
missed
as fuck,
opportunity,
actually.
man.
Yeah.
That was a
That's-
missed
Yeah,
opportunity.
that would have been crazy.
That isn't such a big deal to me. Like,
No, it's not a
Nah.
big deal. It's not a big deal. I just thought that would have been something that they could have done since season 1, episode 1. Give us that
That's
intro
cool
song,
as
and it
fuck.
all comes full circle. That would have been epic. That would've been epic.
Imagine that would have been corny.
That's
Jay
not
was
a
sitting
lullaby,
there singing in
though.
his head. Que sera? She's like,
Que
what does that
sera?
mean? She's like, whatever will be, will be. Oh, they said it. Like, nah.
No, yeah, I wish that was the song though. So that would have been dope. But nah, like I said, not a big deal. But that would have been really cool. But biggest, let's just get straight into that season finale, man. Biggest reveal. They are, I guess, reincarnated. They're reincarnations of their former selves, and they just jump back into this, and that's why she's having dreams, because it's her past life and shit, and her and Jade as well. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. That was a good reveal, and we got a little bit of an answer to their story and all that. And I liked it. I really did like that twist on that story. So that was pretty cool. What do you guys think about that?
So 2 things that draws my attention from that reveal is, one, who else is involved? Because they said she only brought up her and Christopher, or Jade, being the ones that had the sacrificed child, and they were trying to save the children. So who else was involved with this? Because clearly we know there's other people in the town that are being brought here, but we don't know why they're being brought here. We just know that there's other people. So clearly there's some involvement that we don't know about. And 2, like, okay, so clearly the monsters that are underground, we can only assume are the people that sacrifice the children, because that's why
what
they're
they
living
said.
forever. Exactly. So that's why we got Smiley reincarnated as the baby that came out of. Okay, so
That was cool.
yeah, that was
That
insane.
was okay.
So my thing is, like, what do the other monsters have to do with this? How do they tie into this? Because clearly we know the main, like, the monsters underground and the people of the village. So what about the other monsters? How does that make sense? Like, where do they come into play in the story?
Which we haven't even
what
seen
other
though, right?
ones?
Yeah, I was gonna say we haven't
Like
seen other monsters besides
the music box monster, the ones that
the
are
demon,
talking to,
whatever that was. Yeah.
the ones that are in their heads, the one that pulled the tent when they were in the forest, the one that's been walking, the one that was walking around that cabin area. We could assume that was the man in yellow, maybe, but
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like, we have monsters we just don't know about.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, when speaking on the birth, I thought that was gonna be like, oh shit, this is the king. This is somebody right here. This is the guy that's pulling the strings. Because throughout the whole season, the monsters are not acting like the monsters whatsoever. Like, they're not showing up at night when they're supposed to. They're actually doing strategic plans to kill people, trap people, like we saw. So I was like, yo, what the hell? They're not doing this on their own. Somebody's being a little mastermind right now and pulling the strings. So when I thought the baby that was being born, I thought that was the king, but no, it was Smiley. He was the dude from the first one. Just he came back. So that was kind of crazy to me. So we still don't know. Maybe there is somebody pulling the strings, and I guess maybe it's the lady. The lady first, because I mean, obviously she had an involvement and she put this whole plan together to get the baby to be born in the first place, and then have the monsters be born, and then getting to the reveal of the guy in yellow. That was crazy. He's the one that was on the phone in season 2. Like I told you to watch out. So that was a crazy reveal too. I don't know what the other monsters though. Staying on that, I don't know. We don't know that yet. We don't know the answer to that yet. I'm sure it's gonna come around eventually, but not yet.
I'll tell you what I understood from it, and tell me if you guys understood the same thing. So, Tabitha and Jade are reincarnations of Christopher and Victor's mom,
Mm-hmm.
Miranda. But I kind of understood that they're not just those reincarnations, they're the reincarnations of others as well. We just don't know what the others are. And what I think happened is that the monsters are like the original people of the town, and they sacrificed their children because one of the or because someone or something told them, you guys will live forever if you guys do this. And that's why they became monsters, because you can't kill the monsters. They do live forever. And even when they killed the monster, he came back smiling. So that is true. They did live forever. So I think that they didn't do that. They weren't part of the sacrifice. And they tried to save their daughter because they sacrificed. I'm thinking that the people of the town included the daughter when they sacrificed the children. Included, see, I don't even know, Tabitha and
Victor's
Jade's
sister?
No.
No.
Which
Tabitha
and
and
Jade's daughter or
daughter.
child, whichever one it was.
But I don't think it was Miranda and Christopher who had a daughter. I think it was the original people. I mean, I don't know who those first
the ones
reincarnations
before
are.
them.
Yeah. So that's why they keep reincarnating, to save the daughter and to save the children. And if they're able to save the children, they'll be able to kill the monsters, I'm guessing.
Break the curse, the cycle.
Yeah. So that's what I understood from it. Is that what you guys thought too?
Yeah. No, yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
We still don't know who the boy in white is either. Like,
no, we don't know how he
No.
we
ties
don't know
into
what
this.
what he's got going on. He knows what's happening too. He just didn't want
Yeah.
to tell them anymore. He made it a point to say that to them. So that's something we still gotta to find out.
And still sticking, and I'm just gonna bounce off whenever I hear something said in a sentence. But the boy in white, I mean, clearly we know he's more important, but just the fact that like he's the only one that when he talks he speaks English. Like everyone else is saying this fucking
Ankui.
Yeah, Ankui.
When that little girl came up to Tabitha, I thought she was about to say full ass sentence. She just said, "Remember."
She said Ankui.
And then
I started laughing.
Didn't she? Oh, is that how she
No,
said?
they
She just
said
said one
remember.
word.
Yeah.
She
And
said
then
Ankui.
and it just like clicked. So I was like,
Yeah.
so they could control what they could remember. I didn't
No,
really, you know what I mean? Like,
it's more of like it triggered a memory.
I
that
guess,
song,
right? Yeah.
the song triggered that memory for them to
know
unlock
that.
and remember who they were. Yeah.
Going off of something that Cody said earlier,
Cool.
is there? So you think there's other? I guess they would be adults that are part of Jade and Tabitha's situation, because and I'm asking that because is there somebody else that can see the kids?
That we
Not
know
that we've
of?
seen, right?
No.
No, not that we've seen.
Victor, but
But I
Victor
want
sees
to
the
point
boy
out
in white, and that's it.
Yeah, he sees the boy in white, but
He
that's
just sees,
that's like a thing. Like, why are there certain people that are hearing things, that are seeing things, and the rest aren't?
Yeah.
And their involvement. But then one thing I want to remind you, because we're talking about specifically seeing things, we know about for instance, the lady that Elgin was seeing, Fatima was seeing her as well. So it's like they can clearly choose who they want to see them.
Yeah.
And then we also got to think about, like, this is something people haven't thought about, but this is just, I'm bringing it up now because it's like for the situation. Boyd saw the dog. We don't know whose dog that is, where the dog came from, or what, like, what it has to do with the story. But clearly these creatures can choose who they want to see them. We don't know for what reason. We don't even know if the boy in white is even helping us really, or if he's just doing it as a joke. So there's that.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I don't think there's anybody else that's reincarnated though. I mean, that maybe they can, and they'd be like one more. I wouldn't put it past them that there's one more person that they need to figure out who is reincarnated so they can help.
I think
them.
it's Boyd.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, he's seeing his own things as well. Yeah.
Because then, like, why is Boyd so important to them?
That they
wanted to break him. They wanted to break him. My whole thought was that they want to turn him, because we found out that they were human ones, and I thought they were trying to turn him.
Mm-hmm.
Like break him so that he could become one of them and stuff. And now they have him, but that's not what happened. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. Why they wanted to break him, turn him?
Because I've heard like the thing about like Boyd being like their hope. But like, if you really look at it, that shit doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they wanted to end this shit for real, shit, it's done. Like, they could mess up everybody in that town, like, easily. That's what it feels like to me, at least.
But maybe they don't want to do that.
No, they clearly don't. They're
They-
clearly like
they wanna
waiting
keep
for
them
something.
there.
And,
See, this is
you know.
They
thing,
probably
though.
feed the town.
That's what, like, when the man in yellow showed up, that's when it kind of clicked. Like, they're getting closer to what the monsters don't want to happen, which is either breaking the curse or escaping or whatever it is. Because the second Jim found out, because that's the thing. Why did he go after Jim? When they played the song and then, you know, they started to remember stuff and they figure out what's going on, he didn't go after Jade or Tabitha. He went after Jim.
I don't
Why
think he
did he
went
go
after
after-
Jim. I think he went after
He
that's
was-
another reveal too. His daughter. He went after
The
she's
daughter,
as we know,
right,
she's
and he was
story,
just in
she's
the
story
way.
Jim-
Okay,
A story walker or something.
The story walker, yeah.
why do you think
right?
he's going after the daughter if she came to save Jim?
I don't.
Maybe
I mean,
those
maybe
three. The three
She came from the
that-
future to save Jim.
Yeah.
That's what we can. Are we all agreeing on that, right?
Yeah.
But then the piece of the puzzle that like we don't have, and we're not going to be able to solve it until we do, is that thing with Tabitha digging the hole, because that man clearly cares about that shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
to the point where he went to go kill Jim because of it.
Well, I think that's what
That was crazy.
set everything in motion. Because
That did
before
fuck
that,
everything up.
Jim was building a radio tower because they thought that, you know, they didn't know what they were dealing with, so they were like, if we can get high enough over the trees, we can build a radio tower and then we can reach other people. So they don't know that they were like in this spooky town. I think when they did that, when she started digging, she's like, where does these wires go to? Where does the electricity come from? She started digging. It set everything in motion because after that, she went in the tunnels. Victor went after her. The storm came, and yeah, I don't remember what else, but
which
yeah, like it set everything. That's when everything like happened. When everything started happening to them, that's when she started seeing the children.
Like you're saying, like that's when like extra shit started happening.
that's when
Yeah,
you know
like, that's
seasons
when
started
they
because it
started-
never
They started
snowed.
realizing,
It
like,
ne-
oh shit, we're in a weird place. Like, this isn't normal
Yeah.
shit.
Like that's when they started trying to dig to the bottom of things, because before they would go in at night, lock their doors,
Mm-hmm.
not come out.
They were
Not
asking too
really,
many
like,
questions
question,
after
yes,
that. Yeah.
but not really like question. And then Tabitha's like, no, like I want to see where does this electricity come from?
Mm-hmm.
And she starts digging, and she gets stuck under the tunnel. And then Victor goes and finds her.
Because
So
then because the man in yellow contacted Jim.
and told
On
him
the-
she
on the
shouldn't
radio.
be.
Hey, she shouldn't be doing
digging
that.
tunnel.
Yeah, that was a trip.
Which I mean, I don't. He's a monster too, but I mean, he's not
Yeah.
like the other ones though.
I think he's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the head.
I think he-
I
that's-
believe he's the boss man.
I think he's the guy. Because
Mhm.
and there's a couple things that like obviously trigger that. Like he's the only one that we really seen in the daytime, if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken. That's
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
in the daytime. It was
Yeah.
like, what the hell? And since we're there, fucking Jim. I mean, you've never seen this guy before. His eyes are dark, and you're just gonna try to fight him. Like,
Yeah, with
why
the
not?
Yeah.
fucking
No,
big
no,
ass
no.
stick.
Jim's a
Stay
fucking-
away. He is an idiot.
Jim's an idiot.
He's stupid.
Jim
He is
is
stupid.
I saw
I-
someone say like
Mhm.
Jim died doing what he loved, not listening to his family.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Like,
That is
bro,
funny,
she
'cause-
clearly looks different than what you saw your daughter earlier, and then she's telling you to run. What?
Mhm.
What? Get out of the way! I'm gonna protect. Like, what?
Go back.
This man
I'm
has
a-
black eyes. Run!
He picks up a fucking log. Like, really? What's that gonna do?
When have you
shot
ever tried to
these
fight
things.
back against
You-
the monsters,
you
man?
shot these things and they kept coming at you. Like, what's a log gonna do?
Which I
Yeah.
think the guy in yellow too also said those monsters are nothing. Like they're you guys are worried about the monsters. They're small time. Like they're not even what's
Mm.
important.
That's
Think
what
you
Mark
guys
said
remember
that conversation.
underneath in the ruins.
Yeah, he's like they're not important. They're whatever. So you guys are worried about them, and they're the
Which-
least of your worries.
Speaking on that, now that I think about it, so from what was like the story between what's the daughter's name? I can't remember her name. We were just talking about
Julie?
Julie.
And her brother, and she's talking about her experience and the fact that she can travel through time and she doesn't understand it. And we also have the son who is telling the same story that he's been telling about the book from the beginning of the show. Like, it makes you think maybe this story is already told because of the fact that we saw future Julie come back to try and save the dad. So with that being said, it makes me think that they're not going to get saved at all. Like, the story's already told. Maybe they're already done for, and we're just watching it like crumble. Because one thing I want to point out is that I feel like the town, like we said, already has a mind of its own. So the fact that the man in yellow talked to them and saying, "Don't let your wife dig that hole," but then you watch as she went down, the hole filled itself up. Like, they intentionally tried to trap her down there. So it makes you think like maybe the entire time, like, it's just tricking them into thinking that they can get out. Like, it's already has been, but to an extent where, like, think about the visions. We're only assuming this. We're assuming that different monsters or whatever it is giving people certain visions and telling them to do things, whether it be good or bad. But if you really think about it, what if the same thing is happening with Tabitha and Jade? What if the entire time of the reincarnations, it's been making them think they're supposed to save the children when they're not? Because what's to say the children are even like the actual children? They could just be like when Boyd was in the ruins and he saw his wife. It could have just been a monster in disguise the entire time. So we don't know if it's actually what they're supposed to be doing. They're just believing it because they have hope in anything they find. But what if everything is a bad thing?
But every time they have followed the children, it's led them to answers.
But answers aren't always good.
Yeah, but
it's
they
headed
have
to the right
remembered
path.
things. And even they said like the answers are at the beginning. Like
that was what the boy in white said, and we don't even know if to trust him or not.
Yeah, but
I want to say the children are good. That's me.
I think so.
I think they're the help. I mean, they were the sacrifices. No, apparently they don't want to be fucking sacrificed.
I feel like they are like just their souls are trapped because they were sacrificed. So they're just trying to find somebody to release that so they can move past, because they can't move past. We keep seeing them.
Yeah, but I mean, with what's his name? I can't remember names right now. Beard, Chris, Jade. What Jade was saying the entire time when they were standing at the truck was like, it was true. Like, we can't read between the lines. Like, just tell us. Why are y'all like sugarcoating it, or not sugarcoating, putting mysteries and clues? Like, just tell us what we have to do. And I felt that to a T. I was like, bro, because he's been stressing since he's been here trying to figure this out. And now y'all keep saying it's Ankui and showing him symbols. Like, he doesn't understand none of it. You would have just told him it was the tree. But that's
maybe
like,
they can't tell them. But maybe that's why that's all they say is Ankui.
I want to know what that means. If we don't get a definition,
it means
Ankui,
remember, man.
It means remember.
Is that what exactly though?
Yeah,
Ankui.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said it. Why he said it translates to remember. Yeah.
It's man, did you watch the episode?
I was half asleep, but but I didn't know he said it translates directly. Like, just meant like,
yeah,
that's what that meant.
So
I think. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
But
so what I was thinking about that I barely thought about a couple hours ago. So when Elgin was seeing the lady, and she was telling him, this is how you're going to get to go home. And he was thinking he was doing something good. And he went through with it. Sarah was also hearing voices, and they were also telling her, this is how you get to go home if you kill Ethan. I was just wondering, what would have happened if she did go through with that and she killed Ethan? Something else would have been, like, not revealed, but something would have came out of that, just like something came out of Fatima having that baby.
Like, if they would have stopped the baby being born,
like if they wouldn't have like if she was able to kill Ethan, if Sarah was able to kill Ethan, like, you know, the voices were telling her, because they were telling her, this is how you get to go home. Now those are lies, because that's not how they're gonna go home. But if they would have not gotten in time and she was able to kill Ethan, I wonder what would have happened after that. Like, what would have came out of that? Like, what were the monsters and the you know, the village? What were they trying to make happen right there? Because clearly they were trying to bring back.
Him and Victor like becoming friends. I think Ethan knows a little too much. That's what I'm thinking now. Because you know how Victor
I
tells him
was-
everything and shit like that? He knows
You
more
think
than
they're
what
just
most
killing
people
to kill?
do. Well, they're trying to fix the story.
I got
I
an
don't
even
know.
better
I
theory.
don't know if that was random, but
Even better.
Hear me out.
better.
You gotta
go.
you gotta pay attention when I say this. Okay. We know that in the Sarah's head, they laugh at her. She even said it. They were laughing at y'all. Like they know we know where Fatima's at. So first things first, I'm gonna say they're evil and they're just playing with them. So two, before I get into this, they never said Ethan. They said kill the boy. We don't know who the boy is. It could be the boy in white. It could be any
We
boy.
assume it's
We
Ethan.
assumed it was Ethan. But you know what they also said? If you don't kill Ethan, your brother's gonna die. Now keep that in mind. Now, what do we know about Julie? We know that she can jump between like different moments in this story so far. So what if we can also assume that the monsters also know what's happening in the future? Because what happened when Tabitha was coming back on the ambulance? They said it. On
Oh,
the
they
phone
knew.
before they even showed up. They knew. So you can only assume that they know a little bit of the future, or if not the future. So maybe she wasn't telling him to kill Ethan because Ethan was gonna make something happen, but because they knew that she was gonna end up killing her brother. So they made her do that, which led to her brother's death. But if she never even attempted to kill Ethan, her brother would have been alive the entire time. That's just something I want to think about. Like, again, going back to the fact that everything that the monsters are showing them aren't all good at all. Like, it's just leading to them gonna ultimately like do something bad. So that's why I think that the kids could also be something bad. That's just my theory. Still, that's just.
But I can see what you're saying, but at the same time, the reason why Elgin was able to keep it a secret for so long is because he really did think that he was doing something good. And if they wouldn't have if they would have intervened earlier, it wouldn't have happened. The monsters, maybe they can see the future, but they can't predict how people are gonna react.
Exactly. That's why what they do matters.
The reason why it went through is because Elgin took too long to tell them where Fatima was at.
See, now look, what if he never did that, right? Let's say they kept her in that cabin and she had that baby and the baby's out in daytime. We don't know why the monsters can't come out in daytime, but we know they're awake in the daytime, right? We can confirm that because when she had the baby, it's still daytime and they took it to the underground and they're all awake because even Boyd's going down there right now. So what if the reason that she told Elgin to do all of this is so that she can keep the baby underground, because we know that the baby's a monster and it's supposed to be kept there in daytime. But if they would have kept it above ground, that's why she went on the route of telling Elgin in a good way, like, you guys are gonna be free, you don't have to kill nobody, nobody's gonna get hurt, because she knew, the monster knew that telling Elgin all of this would make him believe it because nobody's getting hurt and it's to protect the baby at the same time, because it was the best route to keep the baby alive.
So you're saying like keep it in like out of the sun. The sun's their weakness.
I don't know if it's the sun or the daytime, but it's something like that, because they only come out in the nighttime, and the baby would have been born in the daytime, so it was the only way to prevent that.
I just want to say Sarah was a badass for what she did.
Yeah, that
No,
was
yeah,
crazy.
That was
I
crazy as
respect
fuck.
Sarah.
As fuck, yeah. She said, "Nah, boy,
that was
don't gotta do it. I'll do it."
Boy don't know what it takes, man.
It already took my soul. Don't worry,
my soul's already gone. Yeah.
that was
fucking
crazy.
And the genius of that scene, like you said, using Sarah in that way, because for me, for most of the part, her character was just like already used, and I really didn't see like a purpose of her being there. Honestly, like everybody hates her in the town, and she's just kind of waiting everything out. Boyd uses her whenever he really can, but other than that, she wasn't really doing anything. And to use her that way, as J Mac just said, like, my soul's already gone. Like, I'm gonna do this. Who cares? They already think the worst of me, you know. What was crazy to me, that the scene before, obviously with Boyd, I couldn't believe Boyd was doing it.
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
he
didn't want to. He didn't want to,
man.
man.
But
he was fighting with
great.
the what's his name?
Patry?
Yeah,
Gotcha,
which
yeah.
is also, I think, like I said, the monster's showing him visions. We know that's not him. We know it's in his head, but I think it's a monster just appearing.
I don't
in
think
his
it's a
head.
I don't think that's the
No,
monster.
because
That's
if
his
it was
like
a monster,
conscious.
He would tell him to do
That's
it.
his.
He would. They want to break him. They've already established
yeah.
that they want to
That's
break him.
why
They would have just told him
he's
to do
getting
it.
in his head.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't
Nah,
think that's
because
I
we
think
haven't
that's
had
either
a
his
flashback
self-conscious
like that. Yeah,
or
that's
he's
his
a-
self-conscious for sure. We hadn't had none of that for a while.
Yeah.
Because
That
Jade
is his
also sees the
self-conscious.
bar guy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's
But
not
you
telling him
remember,
do nothing bad though.
he also saw Christian on top of the house when he was on trying to take the bottles down, and he said, "You're not scaring me," and he scared him. Come on.
Yeah, but now we know he's a reincarnation of him.
Yeah,
So
but
we know
I'm
why
saying,
he's
Oh, that's why he
him.
saw him. Yeah. That's why he
no,
saw
but
that
I'm
was his
saying,
life.
why did it scare him then?
Because he didn't know at the time.
No, like he wasn't scared when he saw him. It scared him, like it jumped at him.
We did a jump scare shit.
Do y'all not remember that scene? He was
Yeah,
taking
the puppet screamed.
Yeah.
The puppet
Yeah.
screamed.
But
Like,
I mean, that's like not like evil.
That was just to prevent
I
him from.
understand
Wasn't
that,
he
but
taking
that's
down
what
the
I'm saying.
bottles?
This monster, but my thing is, I'm saying
Mhm.
this monster can't actually affect them. They can only get in their head and talk to them.
We don't know that.
That's why I'm saying it's a
Clearly,
that's
they are.
his-
It is Clearly, it was affecting Sarah because she almost killed Ethan.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's the
and
same one as
she was
Sarah's.
just hearing voices.
I don't
They
think
each
that's
get
the
their
same one
own?
as Sarah. I think the one that Boyd and Jay see are the same one because they're both seeing an actual person. Like Jay never met that bartender guy. He never talked
Yes,
to him
he
like.
did.
Well, if he met him, he wasn't like
Did
friends
he?
with him or
I
anything
don't-
like
yeah,
that.
I don't think
But
Yes,
he
he
specifically
was. He was.
No, he
was in
wasn't.
the bar. Yes, he was. He was in the bar
don't
with him.
remember.
Yeah, but he wasn't his friend like that.
Well,
They-
none of them became friends until way later. But he spent his time in the bar a lot, and he was the barkeeper.
And then he started seeing Christopher.
Yeah, because that's his,
Well,
his
because
past
he's-
life.
he is
because he's
Christopher, though.
Christopher.
But I'm saying
But
Tabitha
she
wasn't
doesn't-
seeing Miranda.
Yeah.
Miranda started
Yeah.
giving her visions, and she said it like that. She said Miranda was showing me. Jade is just seeing. He just saw Christopher sitting there. He wasn't talking to him or nothing, and then he just
Well,
scared
that
him.
was the
But-
first time he saw Christopher. He was seeing Jasper before.
And I
was the
think all
first
those
time
other
that he saw
visions-
Christopher.
All the
The
other
other
stuff he's
times
seen.
he saw Jasper because one time he was sitting in the colony house and he looked over and he saw the puppet
Yeah,
and he got
mhm.
scared. Christopher wasn't there; it was just Jasper.
I think we got to remember too. Somebody's there to help them. They have talismans now, which they didn't before. So something is trying to
Yeah.
help them at least. So we don't know what that is.
Well,
but-
that has to be just something from back in the day when they first did those whatever it was, the sacrifices, and obviously the who Tabitha and Jay were originally. They probably made those to protect everybody. They knew what was going on in town.
You're
That could
assuming
just be
too
the-
much
not
right now.
I mean, who knows? But I don't think so. I think
that's
something
a good
else.
assumption.
We'll
We're just
see.
assuming.
Something's definitely looking out for them. Like I don't think
Mhm.
they're all fucked because
I don't think everything's bad.
they are getting some answers. This bitch Tabitha, she was able to get out and come back and bring
Mhm.
Victor's dad.
The only confirmed helper
and
that
she
we
brought Acosta.
Mhm.
Acosta is also somebody important, I feel like. Because we don't know her first name. We know her last name.
I think people said they found
That's
her name
Danny?
in that episode.
Danny
Yeah,
or
it's
something. I thought Danny,
Oh,
but I don't know if that's
That's what
very
people saw.
important. She was just on the same car as her. I don't
But
know if
she's-
she plays a role.
She's been ever since she's been there. She's been like, I don't know, like a force. So I do think that she is somewhat important. I guess if she isn't right now, she's gonna be. So I do think that something is looking out for them.
But at the very least, can we not assume that the boy in white is not at least trying a little bit?
Okay, but I was also say
he
it's
just gave up.
We can only assume it's
I
just the
think it's the
kids
thing.
that Tabitha and Jade are seeing and the boy in white. Besides that, there's nothing else but lies.
I think all the kids are good.
But they've
Eh.
gotten that far with just that.
I don't even know what that far is. They really just know what's happening. That's it. They're still fucked.
That's
Yeah,
good.
but now they
Out
have
of
answers. Now they can start somewhere.
all the people that came and went.
I mean, at this point-
Imagine
No theory is a wrong theory. Like who the
Yeah.
fuck knows where they want to go with it? And that's the beauty of the show. I think there's a lot of different angles you could take and a lot of theories you can craft from it. So that's pretty cool. Sticking with Julie though, real quick. She went into the ruins. That's how she discovered she's a story walker. We still have yet to see Randall or Marielle. I think that was her name,
Yeah.
Marielle. Go through the ruins. Maybe they have their own ability that they can do that'll help them figure out something or do something that'll be beneficial. So I think that's something to look out for too in future seasons if they're going to go back to the ruins. Because Randall, they didn't kill Randall, and I don't know why
Yeah,
they didn't
and-
really say. They should have
Randall was
killed
trying
him.
to go off the
It's-
deep end,
It's
boy.
stuff you have to
Mhm.
think about though, because he's hearing those cicadas, but that could be
Yeah.
a good thing for him.
I
We don't
was
know
good-
what his ability is, and I feel like it's something that could help him. But
Yeah.
he's just avoiding it because he just doesn't want to hear it no more. And the monsters probably couldn't kill him. That's
He-
probably a thing. They can't
Maybe.
kill the important people of the town.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. Because he even tried to kill himself. He said, fuck this.
Yeah. That was
try
wild.
to- Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say.
But, like, you think he would
Oh.
have been able to do it? Like, they would have let it happen?
Well,
Considering
yeah, it's a
he's
good
an
thing for them.
important
They would
person?
let deaths happen, but they probably can't do it themselves.
do it themselves. Yeah.
That because J-Mac brought up Julie. That scene with Julie, my mouth was open, jaw dropped the whole time. Like, how far in the future is that Julie from? Like, her hair is
Yeah, she
different.
was-
She had a cut on her face.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, is that even her? I was tripped. I was
Honestly,
like, what?
I feel
That's
like
gonna
that
be
just-
awesome to see in season
that's
fucking
gonna-
5, 6,
Nah,
whatever, however long they want to go.
next season.
I don't know.
She's
I don't
already
know.
she's already
There's
trying
no
to figure
way.
it out now. She already said she's about to go.
Yeah,
back
that's
and-
true. Yeah, she is trying to figure it out. But I mean, that's a time.
But
away.
what's
That
about to
means-
happen to her going to the ruins? That her whole hair is going to be different.
Yeah,
Well,
this is
no,
future-
like that. We're
future
gonna
She
probably
probably
have
just
a
got a
timestamp.
haircut.
And that makes me
Like,
think of another
I-
theory now.
Where
She
do
just
they
got-
do that?
Now that I think that the monsters can't kill them, I think that's why they kind of had this whole ploy of trapping them in a town and making them think they can't get out, because it prevents them from even trying to, like, because if they kill them, they know they can come back to life. They live forever. But same with the people. The people are going to get reincarnated. So they try to keep those people alive, and they just have them live their lives here infinitely. And then obviously when they try to end it, we see the man in yellow can come and stop it, because I think he's the ringleader, obviously. So he's the one that can actually kill people and interfere.
But we've seen monsters kill people.
Yeah, but the people that don't matter. The people that matter haven't been touched so far that we know of. Oh, no.
Considering
I'm
he
lying.
could-
I'm lying.
the-
Hold on. Tabitha died to Smiley in her flashback. So never mind.
Miranda died.
Miranda. So
Which
that-
she made it to the tree, but I think
Oh.
Smiley had to do that because she made it back to the
but
tree.
see, that's the thing. If he had to do it, then they can kill him this entire time.
At any point. But
His
to
requirement is
save.
kill them.
I
to
think to
save-
stop them from leaving,
yeah,
or stop them from breaking
something.
the curse, whatever
Mhm.
it is. Yeah, I think.
If they get close to that, they have to, I think.
Yeah.
Mr. Jones Rap said I have so many questions.
Oh yeah, there's
Um,
a ton of stuff.
Yeah, this has been the biggest thing on my mind, honestly, probably since watching the episode. So Tabitha gives birth to Smiley,
Mhm.
the lady
Fatima.
sorry.
Yeah.
The lady in the kimono takes the baby, goes into the dungeon or whatever the hell. Boyd follows him.
Mhm.
Is Boyd gonna make it out of that goddamn dungeon?
I thought Smiley was gonna turn and just look at him.
Hey,
like, oh,
look
shit.
at him. I thought the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing too. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this has been a debate between me and Andrea. Andrea
was looking at
wholeheartedly believes
He
he's
turned,
looking
right? He
It
turned.
looked
and
like he was looking at him, and he started smiling at him, right? That's what it looked like.
Well, he's a smiling
he
regardless,
is
but
right.
he literally, Boyd was looking at him, and he could see the back of his head when he stood up, and he literally turned around and looked at his
that's
direction.
that's what it looked like.
I do think
don't-
that
I don't think so.
And
he was looking.
I
at
think he
him.
survives it.
He's talked to
and
Boyd
they
too. No?
and I do think he survives it as well. But if the monsters know everything that's going on, why wouldn't they know that Boyd isn't
He's there. Yeah.
Like, the only thing that's like keeping me like okay is that they've kept Boyd alive this whole time.
I
Yeah.
think he's a, he
I
has to
do
be a
think
big
they are
part
going
of
to keep
that.
keeping him alive.
Like, unless there's some crazy ass ritual that they're doing down there, and they knew that Boyd was gonna come down there, so like, all right, now we got you. It's time to do something. Like, I could see that. I could see, like, they're done with obviously Smiley being brought back, and then Boyd tries to like run up, and then the door shuts. Like, I could see that happening
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But because the door opened up by itself, so
It did,
I.
It could close,
But-
but they didn't close again.
That's what I'm saying. But
I do think they're going to keep Boyd alive because I do think that
that's a good
that
one.
sucks. Like his daughter-in-law gave birth to a monster.
I'm
That's fucking crazy.
no, yeah, that we'll
The
get to that in a
monsters
second.
He killed because he killed him.
I'm just scared for me personally because if Boyd dies, this show is going to be completely different for me personally. Like, Boyd means that much to this show for me. and obviously like he's like pivotal to the story and a main character. But if we lose Boyd, man, and I gotta follow the Matthews.
Nah, we're not.
Stupid.
Well, Jim's gone, so
Oh,
you don't
he's-
have to follow
yeah,
him anymore.
Mr.
I
Jones
I don't think
raps-
he's gone. I don't think he's gone. Not
I
yet.
You think that's why I cut out like that?
I
They're
think,
doing
I
the
think,
same
no, I
thing
think
with
he's
Randall?
dead. He's dead right there, and what we saw for sure. He's dead.
Yeah,
There's no
he's
way he's
in
not
that,
dead.
but he might.
I
Come back.
think that I think he's coming back. They're gonna rewind time a little bit to maybe try to fix that. I don't think he's really.
Julie's probably gonna keep
But
trying
the-
or some shit.
But they can't. Ethan said
No,
you can't
she's
change the
definitely
story.
tried. No, she's tried before because she goes up to him and she's like, "This is when it happens. Like you
No,
have
she
to
says,
run."
"I think this."
I
is
think
when it
yeah, she did
happens."
say I think. She
Yeah,
said, I think.
but
Did she?
she
That
probably
could be the
She would
first
know.
time
Yeah.
she tried.
She should know if.
What did
she's
Chad
from
say?
the-
Oh, okay. Mr. Jones Rap said, "I love the season finale, but I'm super annoyed by it." He also said, "Boyd deserves to go next, in my opinion."
Hell yeah.
Damn,
And then he
not
said,
Boyd.
"I don't think Smiley saw Boyd in the cave."
Nah.
See, I don't
I-
either. I
I
really
think so. I
don't
don't
either.
think so.
What was he looking at when he turned around?
He's
He
just,
was
Everybody.
just looking around the
Or
room.
her.
No,
he's
Or
just
the-
he's just glad to
No, he wasn't
Yeah, I
looking around the
think-
room because everybody was in front of him.
Nah, it was a circle.
The lady,
It's a circle.
The lady was
It
behind
was.
him.
they were all like this, and the lady was right here, and he was literally looking this way, and Boyd was right here in this corner looking at them.
Because if the one
don't
already
think-
facing
so
this direction
so
doesn't
they
see
know-
Boyd, I don't think they know
So,
Boyd's there.
so they know everything that's going on, but they
That's-
just don't know that
listen,
Boyd is right there in the
no.
cave with them.
Okay, now listen. They know Boyd's there. They're probably gonna turn and talk to him and say like, "Boyd, you see this?
Hey,
you killed
Boyd."
him, but he's gonna come
Yeah.
back." Like they're gonna
We're
do something like
inevitable.
that.
Yeah.
They're like, "Go ahead, run along, go back up to the top or something like that."
Go
Because
let
if they
everyone know what you
wanted
just
to,
saw.
they would have already
Exactly.
killed him. They
That's
would
what
have
I
already
think.
killed him if they wanted to.
Yeah.
I know, but
That
I'm
whole-
saying
that
I
first
do think he
Because
turned
we know
around
they
and saw
plot.
him.
They could have probably had somebody behind Boyd
Yeah.
right now staring at him. Because that was
Right.
like what 8 of them in that room. You know they got like 20 of
that
them.
Was more,
It took him so long.
I felt like
to
all
walk.
of them were down there.
No,
Mhm.
I think they were all down there. It took him so long to walk down there. I was like, oh my god, I just want to see what the fuck did she just give birth to?
Yeah,
But-
and the way it just was like growing and growing. You think darkness
Yeah.
is what keeps them alive? That's why I don't think they could come out in. The
Because
daytime.
they don't have blood or anything like that inside. They just have the body of a human. They probably don't want to get dried out or something. I don't know.
I don't know. That was
I don't
weird
know.
though. He just was growing and growing. I was like, "Oh, this ain't no baby no more."
They feed off blood.
Yeah,
Rotting.
he needed
Drinking-
blood.
She was
Rotting.
drinking Elgin's blood, and it grew.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
Man,
think Al-
Fatima,
you
that's a
think
gross
Algin?
bitch, man.
Yeah, you think Algin's special
I
though,
mean, that's not her fault. It was the
or it could have just been any type of blood?
I feel like maybe it was any type of blood. I think they just
Yeah,
Yeah,
chose.
it just
was
he
any
was
type
the
of blood.
one that was
Yeah.
doing it, so he
I think
gave
they
his own.
chose
Yeah.
Elgin because he was kinda
weak.
Close.
He's
was kinda
weak-minded.
close to. Yeah, I was gonna say he's not weak-minded, but I think he was very gullible, and he was
Yeah,
kinda close
manipulative.
I can't tell you.
to Fatima.
you have another chat?
Yeah, he just said
Not very weak-minded, because if someone would have hit my hand with the hammer, like I'm telling you, like as soon as I'm tied up, like I'm gonna
It's
tell
funny.
you where they're at. You're not gonna trap me in the chair.
But it's because he
And
really thinks they're gonna go home.
Mr.
Yeah,
Jones,
and this
what did you
bitch
rate the
fucking
season?
Sarah stabbed his eye, lobotomized him right there and then. I'm like, no,
That was
that
crazy.
that's crazy.
Oh,
Sarah's
you're
a
right.
G. Sarah's a
that's-
savage.
Yeah, they don't know. Yeah,
Uh,
I think the monsters are grunts.
you read
just
it?
like just like their monsters
Say
are
it out
grunts,
loud.
man. They're
Yeah.
not crazy. No, because I was expecting you to read it right now. So,
I was about to.
That's
Yeah.
true. They
That was
clearly
funny.
don't know everything.
but
if
go
they
ahead.
were able to hide it.
Bitey said something in chat too. Go ahead.
But he said the monsters don't know everything. People used to be able to hide from them before the talisman.
That's very
Yeah.
true.
They
That is
wouldn't know where
true.
they're
That is
hiding.
true.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they don't. They're there. I think to keep them in the town. I don't think they're there to like
And,
do anything else. Yeah.
I mean, this goes back. The town's a bunch of random stuff. They're like, it's a motel. There's signs of a
Yeah,
motel.
I thought.
but
Oh,
where are the
I love that.
buildings?
Yeah, where's the
And then-
motel at?
And she's
Where's the
like,
fuck-
why the fuck's there a diner?
And we don't even know where
Costa?
the motel's at.
Yeah,
That's
and
why,
the
so all
post
that
office
is
and the sheriff's
Post
station.
up, yeah. Like, I mean, I have no answers for that, but that was a good point. Like, what the fuck is the town?
Okay, so since we did that, because that motel thing was obviously a question that came up in previous episodes. So jumping back to the first episode, J-Mac, apparently Marco thinks that I was just like, I said that was like the greatest episode of television ever to ever exist. So I want to know your thoughts on that first episode.
I thought episode 1 was good. I thought it was solid. If I had to give it a rating, I think I'd go with an 8. The ending was kind of crazy. Like, damn, like, wow, I didn't, expect that to happen. Obviously, we're in spoilers, but yeah, I didn't expect her to die like
I
that.
don't even remember what happened.
That was the one where they killed.
Tabitha,
What's her name?
was that when she came back?
Tien Chen.
That's the first episode?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that
the
was
first
episode
one.
1, Tien Chen.
I thought that was a-
I don't know when she came back. That had to have been like
No,
later.
that was episode 3, I think.
They made me watch.
She was coming
Maybe.
on. So that was 4.
You could have closed your eyes, man.
Nah.
That was-
Close your eyes all night.
Take a nap, something like.
Tied up to the pole. You're insane.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. And then come to find out a few episodes later what she was actually saying, because we hear him reciting in when he's
Yeah.
they
He's
open
trying
the
to
door again.
remember
He's
it.
just trying to remember, keep it in his memory so he could tell his son or her son. And when we found out what it meant, I was like, oh man, I did shed a tear like that. Now that was crazy. Like
That was crazy. That was
wild.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
What was it?
that
Like
did
take
get me.
care of him or something?
She's like, yeah,
He's
please take
alone
care of him.
now.
He's gonna be alone
Yeah.
now. Like, damn, bro, that was that was crazy. That was crazy. So that was a great scene. That was a great scene right there. But yeah, that first episode, I think that was a great episode. I don't think it was nothing crazy though. Like, and I don't think
It
you
wiped
ever said
out
that
their
either.
food, so they were forced to like. I mean,
I don't think that was the point. The point of it was to
Nah.
get Boyd
Yeah.
out in the town so that they
Yeah.
can, and then they opened the
Kill her.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't even. That's
That
another thing
sucks,
too. I
'cause
was
she
thinking, what
could've
if she
stayed
didn't
back.
go with him? Then what do they do?
Yeah.
Then what do they do?
Just chain him up. I don't know.
Nah,
Then
get
what-
somebody
yeah.
else. It would have just.
'Cause
Been
she
somebody
wasn't
else.
going with him, but she saw that he needed help.
Yeah,
She saw-
man.
yeah.
Mhm.
What would
So,
they have
yeah.
done if it was just him?
Just
Maybe killed him.
maybe tortured him,
I don't think
That,
so.
that was his torture.
but I mean, they just found a 2-for-1 right there.
I don't
Buy
remember.
one, get one.
Yeah, for real.
I don't remember if it's episode 2 or 3. But the episode at the end, where obviously Tabitha goes back to Camden, and then she's going through the thing with Victor's father, and then they're on the road to go to the other tree. Then they,
that
they
pissed
get
me
into the
off.
car crash,
Yeah,
and
they
at
never
the,
got to that tree.
and then at the end of the episode, obviously it reveals that she's back in the town.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's episode 2 or 3, or could be even 4. I don't even remember.
No,
what
that's
that
yeah,
was.
that's
I don't
that's
remember
later.
the
That's like
numbers,
3, I
but-
think, or 4. Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
That was the other moment where like my jaw was just like, bro, what am I watching?
I was pissed. I was like, "What do you mean this isn't happening? You're still in the town. Like, focus up, man." And I explained it away because he even mentioned like, "No, we can't. Let's get some rest first. You're tired. Get some rest. We can't operate like this, And she just wanted to go. So I mean, I can get that. Maybe they're gonna explain it that she was exhausted. She wasn't all there. She was, that she started hallucinating and whatever. So I get that point. But damn, man, like, see it through. You were right there at the fucking tree. You were down. Yeah, you were gonna be.
He's
right
like
there.
the park's
She
around
had
the
to
corner.
freak
I
out.
think he said something.
Yeah.
Should say, I made this bracelet. This is mine.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's
And then I don't know if we have more chat before I ask another question.
Just one thing. Mr. Jones said one of my thoughts was Tabitha is Victor's sister, but that got debunked in the finale.
Yeah, in the final, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought that. I thought that too.
But then who would be?
I don't think that's a person that's reincarnated.
Nah.
Nah, yeah, I don't think so either. Nah.
And then obviously I'm just going through the seasons, try to remember crazy things. Oh, I remember 2. Okay, so I'll start with the first one. What were your thoughts about the town meeting?
Oh,
The
outside the
one-
diner.
I was happy as hell. No, inside the diner.
The one about
Yeah,
with
the one
Tabitha?
inside.
When
Tabitha
they
came
finally
back.
got everybody
Oh.
together.
Yeah, fuck all the townspeople at that point. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that was crazy. That pissed me off. I was like, all right, well, there's the fucking tree. You guys go ahead and go through the tree then if you thought you could do a better job.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no, yeah.
Sketchy.
And then what's her face?
Fatima.
Fatima and fucking
Ellis.
and Ellis just going crazy. Like, what? Help your dad.
Yeah,
that
making it worse.
No.
Like, come on.
Yeah,
Come
this bitch is
on.
all
That was
talking
insane.
shit to Tabitha. I'm like, bitch, aren't you eating like raw meat?
Yeah, I was like, you're
Like,
gonna
I get
know
where-
what
I
she
get-
is.
I get Fatima's side. I did because she was like, something's happening to me. I need to get the fuck up out of here because something's. Yeah, I get that point. She's justified in what she wanted to do. Everybody else was just delusional and they were scared and they just wanted to leave and chill the fuck out. We don't know exactly how everything works yet. like chill out. Like
Also-
Nothing.
Even if you told cops, you think they would have believed her?
exactly. Like, what do you mean?
They
Oh, they
did.
could have though.
They
They could've
did, no?
shot- She wouldn't have been back. She would have been in a straitjacket in a fucking asylum right
Yeah,
now. Like,
yeah.
no.
They were
not
already
fucking-
thinking she was crazy. and-
That car would have brought her straight back. And
Oh yeah,
whoever else was in
Yeah.
that car
possibly
would've
too.
Came,
Yeah,
yep.
possibly too. Yeah.
And that was literally proven with Acosta. She's
Mhm.
there not believing the shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's telling like she was telling us, man, we didn't believe her. Like, nah, fuck you. You could have. Like, bro, like, yeah, that
Should've.
pissed me off. But they fucking right after that motherfucker shows up at the tree and is like, "Oh, this is the tree right here. This, yeah. All right, I'll be back. You guys can thank me later."
That was what I
thought
was
that was
thinking.
That was
fucking crazy. That was insane. He shows up in the pool.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
crazy.
that was
Insane.
fuck,
That was
yo.
crazy.
That
And I
was-
love what Boy did because he was like, "Fuck, man, I tried, man." And he's like looking at her. Oh shit. All right, this is my time. All right, who's next then? Who the fuck is next? Who wants to go next? Go ahead. The tree's right
Yeah.
there.
He couldn't
But
wait.
yeah,
to
that-
do
I was like,
told
fuck
you.
That's
yeah,
the
boy,
one that
good
set
shit.
the tone. Yeah,
Yeah.
that set the tone.
Yeah.
You wanna
He's like,
you
yeah.
wanna disobey me? This
that
is
was
what's gonna
crazy.
happen. Like
Yeah,
That was
crazy.
actually that's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Like he's like stuck in the wall.
Yeah,
That's
that
fucking
was.
insane.
he was
Like,
like
it's
the
a
fiend.
crazy
nuts.
death.
And then
Yeah, that was. I forgot.
another one that just came to my head, obviously the night that, the ambulance pulls up and they're all back and Acosta. First of all, she leaves them in the ambulance. You're a cop. You're just gonna run away. Because that's like you still don't have a grasp of what's going on, but you're a cop, so you should still know, oh damn, I got people in the ambulance. No, fuck that. You're just gonna take off.
She
So that
did
was
good.
crazy.
But she's a rookie. From what
She
Boy
was. She
said,
had just
but-
barely
How
Yo,
long
got.
were
you
you in the
took-
kid?
You took the oath.
No, I get that. People
You
are
have
never
a
gonna know
gun.
how they're gonna react when they're in that situation. She has no, actual experience out in the field with anything. This is her first time really
Yeah,
getting
but you
experience.
don't leave
And on top of
people
that, it's super.
behind
No,
like
you're right.
that.
You're absolutely
Especially
right.
monster. Me, I'm not a cop. I would
She
not be
doesn't-
like, you're handcuffed, but I'm out.
That's not the
No,
worst thing in my opinion in that episode or that moment. She
No, but
then
that's the
proceeds
start
to
of
go
her shit.
up
Yeah.
the hill, shoot at everything, see it's not working, turn to the house, see her peeking out the window, shoot the house. No, I'm not done. Then go to the house. Let me in. Let me in.
Let me in.
What?
Yeah,
What?
come
Yeah,
on.
she's the worst.
Again, I
Nah,
get that
she-
though. I absolutely. But she's a rookie though. She
No.
This is. I
Yeah.
no. I get it. She doesn't know how the fuck she's acting. She's gonna react, bro. She's getting a gun for what seems to be like the first time, and she's just panicking and it's going through her fucking mind.
You
I
shot
get it.
at
I get
a
it, though.
house and then proceeded to ask for help from the house she shot at.
I mean, she didn't know she hit anybody though. Like
Yeah.
and
Why
I
are
don't
you
even think she
shooting
realized she shot.
there
I don't
and
think
then-
I don't think she even realized she shot the house though. She
Nah, she
there's
was
no way
shooting
she
a
did.
monster, right? And it just
There's
missed.
no she shot at a monster and it missed. Like
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
But-
yeah.
That happens now when people try to go to the police academy. I've seen it happen too. They do their rookie year and they end up like, nah, this isn't for me, and they fucking quit. So she didn't get that experience, I think. And obviously, shit, we're not cops, but who knows how we're gonna fucking react in a situation like that? Watch us see some supernatural shit that we've never knew. Well, we thought exists. She even says it. That only
You're
exists in
giving her
fucking
too much
movies.
slack.
No,
I don't like
no, I
that.
don't.
No,
I
I'm
don't
just
think
saying,
so.
like, they
She's-
already got the
no.
car.
She's
Why you
not
not get back in the
any
car
good.
and at least try to drive off? Like, you
No,
decide to
she
run around in
sucks.
a town you're unfamiliar
She-
with?
She does suck.
And she's still like doing fucked up shit, stupid shit. She's still walking around like she's hot
But-
shit.
Like
Like,
she-
she
yeah,
knows
some-
she's gonna figure everything out.
I think Boy
And
pushed
she-
her to that point though.
Like-
I think Boy pushed her to
No.
And I
that.
also want to
Because
see,
she
like,
fucking killed
what?
someone.
but
No, Boyd's
but
justified,
but no.
She,
All he
she
did
fed
was
up.
take her
She-
gun.
But no,
That's all
he
be
did,
fair.
which I agree with too.
Listen,
Yeah.
And what did she do? She went in his office
be
and started
fair.
raiding his. No, don't be fair to her. Fuck
Nah,
that.
To be
yeah,
fair,
fuck
I can't stand her.
For
She
real.
knows
Nah, me
they're
neither.
holding stuff back from her. Like she knows they're not telling her shit, and they're still not telling her.
And
she's being
she's
let
brand
out.
new.
But
What
it's
is
I
like
she?
what
understand
Dom-
that,
yeah.
but you're in a town with them.
She
You know
needs
you're
to
trapped.
chill out.
Let everybody in on what's going on. Why are you
No,
holding
she
that
It's
needs
back?
like what
chill
Donna
out.
said. She's not
No,
gonna give a
because
whole
Boy
I would
training.
go insane.
No,
She's not gonna
Boy
give a
doesn't
whole
even
tutorial.
tell everybody everything.
I
and
understand
people that
that.
have been there longer.
But I would
So
go
why would
crazy
she-
because you would not go crazy if you know they're holding stuff back from you and you're in a town that
No,
crazy stuff is happening. You would just
No.
be okay with them not telling
You
you
would,
what's going
Andrea.
on.
I would just
You
I would
would.
just sit back.
No,
and be
tell me
like,
what the fuck's going on now.
People-
Now, tell me
you
what
know-
the fuck's happening now.
Nah,
You would do that.
I
You would
be-
do that.
You know
You
what?
do that
I
now
do
when we
that.
watch movies and shows.
You-
Tell me what's
Yeah,
happening.
Yeah, because I
Tell me
know
the
you guys.
spoilers.
But
Listen,
No.
you walked into the house and he's screaming upstairs. You're like, "What are y'all doing?" You go up there and you see him getting tortured, and you still don't get answers. You're not
Uh-huh.
going crazy.
no, I would do like what Sarah does and just mind my business. In my
No,
house.
because Sarah's been through
And
it
lock
already.
up-
She knows what's
yeah,
going
I
on.
would just lock myself
She's
up.
a part of it, though. She knows what's going on.
No, she's nobody to come in there and be like, "What's going on in here?"
Yeah, she's nobody.
what?
Just because you're in a
Someone's
suit
getting
that you haven't
tortured.
Like
changed
just
What do
out.
because
you
you got
mean?
stuck in the town, I bet you she
Yeah.
wasn't even meant to be there because fucking
Yeah, I don't
she's
think
only
so.
there because Tabitha had to
She,
come
she
back.
had no choice. Yeah.
That's crazy. You were just
Yeah,
trying to justify her being important, possibly. And
Maybe
now you're
she-
saying she
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
know. Well, she pisses me off, so
No,
Yeah.
That's okay. That's fine. But I'm just saying, you
I
would
don't
be
know if
curious.
it's important, but
I would be curious, but like I'm not
And
gonna
pissed
fucking
off
go
that they're
and
not-
demand answers and make shit
Mhm.
harder for me. People
What?
already fucking hate her.
I honestly agree with that. Like, you don't know nothing.
She,
So you're just gonna go and,
Exactly.
then-
no, but you're
and then
you're
they-
just gonna
and then they tell
you're just gonna
she
go and
doesn't
stir
believe
shit
it.
up.
No, but if you're asking for answers and they have the answers and they're not telling you, you wouldn't be pissed.
how do you
Bro,
know they
there's
have the
real
answers?
there's real people over here and there's demons over here. You need answers?
Yeah.
No, I need to know what's going on at the moment so I can know how to react to the
Why?
moment.
There's monsters over
Well, he
here.
doesn't tell boy didn't tell Kenny that Fatima was like
I know,
what-
and that's
that
a
killed, like-
problem. That's a problem. Kenny
Okay,
used to
so
be in
why
the
do you
inner
expect
circle.
that? Why do you expect her to know all the or
Because
to want
because
to
I still
demand
I'm
all the
still on the
answers?
side of everybody in the town should be on page of what's going on.
Well,
Yeah, there
but
needs to
they're
be town
not.
meetings at the end of
So-
every fucking day before it gets dark. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
like
you've said
the
that since
town
season
meeting
Oh,
they
you
had?
still believe that?
No.
Yes.
Nah.
They did that and you
What
saw
did
what
you-
happened.
And
What
it
did you
didn't
say?
help.
What did you
Yeah.
say today?
Yes, after
I think
he
they
came
should've.
And they-
in the side of the
so-
pool, after he was in the side of the pool, yes, they need town meetings every
Yeah.
day.
That's
No,
crazy.
no, they
No,
fucked
because
around
They,
and found out.
they
Okay,
literally
now you know.
proved why we shouldn't have town meetings.
Yeah.
They
Okay, but
literally
now
proved
they
it.
know.
Then they got
Now
shit.
they know.
Yes, they
Yeah,
don't
it
listen.
didn't work.
You know,
But
they need meetings among the important people like
because
Tabitha,
who's important?
Boyd, Julie.
I mean, they know they're
They-
important to us because we know them. That's the main actors,
Yeah,
but nobody
but
else
to
knows
them,
that they're
they
important.
just
They're
are
other people in the
regular
town.
people. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're just
but-
regular people. Who's to
Well,
say who's
I don't
important
think the
once
town
they're there?
meetings Worked.
Justifying
They-
more town meetings is cool.
Like
I
I say,
think they
like,
would
in
work
perspective-
if people just took a goddamn deep breath and
Yeah,
calm the
chill
fuck
the fuck
down.
down.
you
Like,
can't you can't control that.
But that's what I'm
That's
saying.
been proven.
I know because they've had one
But it
meeting
got proven
the fucking
afterwards
whole
that they
time
didn't try
they've been
shit
there.
anymore. Did
Yeah,
Like,
anybody
Yeah.
else go to the tree after that? No,
Yeah.
nobody went to the
Yeah.
tree. They
And
understood.
they
okay,
know where
well,
the tree's
let's
at.
check out.
It took one
know.
person to do that.
yeah,
And that's fine. Now they know.
They see
now
the
they know.
They
We're not
shouldn't
even-
have done that. They should have listened to Boyd.
The
No.
more
Why
the
did
town
you listen to
meetings,
voice?
Because he
As a-
says
the more comfortable
because
they
he
would have
tells
been to
them
say
in
what
the
they
meeting.
see.
he tells them in the meeting when I walked through that tree, I ended up in a dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, a dungeon,
And
not
they
dead,
didn't listen.
not
Yeah.
dead.
I understand that. Yeah,
Doesn't
but that's why,
matter.
as a group
But
of people,
it-
people are still going to be curious and want to be like, "Oh, well, shit, I might get out. Why would I not
Yeah.
try it?"
Yeah, so
Because
there's
what
a
they
reason
see,
why he
what they
doesn't
see is
tell
Boyd.
them.
Boyd went through the tree. He's alive. He's fine. She went through the
Yeah,
tree. She got
still in
out.
the-
Oh shit! So
Oh,
far,
Yeah.
nobody's dead. Okay, so let's find out if somebody's
So
gonna die
far,
on the
Boyd's
next one.
still in the
But
town.
she went
Okay,
through the
that's-
tree
that's
and
fine,
went
though,
to
but
the
they don't
lighthouse, though,
Close
didn't
to
she?
a way out.
And then she
And
got
she
pushed
didn't go.
out.
Yeah, she went through
Yeah,
the
she got
lighthouse.
to the way out of the lighthouse.
That's another thing too. I think the tree reacts to, I think
Whoever
your
it is.
desires, your deepest. Yeah, what you're trying to actually find or something like that.
See, but why was Boyd underneath the ruins?
I think he was there because I think that was there for the other three. For I forget that for Julie, for Randall.
Yes.
I think that needed to happen so that those three can get whatever abilities they're gonna have by the end of the show.
But that
Which,
has
by the
nothing-
way, your rope shit did matter, which is kind of crazy. You know,
yeah,
who
that
threw
was
the
insane.
rope?
Yeah,
I was
that
shook,
scene-
and
that
everybody
shit was
ignored it.
stupid
Like,
as fuck, yeah.
who the fuck threw that?
This chained up dude 20 feet away? Bullshit.
I
That
think
shit was
I
pretty
think
funny.
Martin chained up is the reincarnation of, or Boyd's the reincarnation of Martin. That's where I'm at right now.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So you think that fool was important too? At one point?
Yeah, I think he was in
Yeah.
Boyd's position. He was the leader, and they had him. They defeated him, and he
Yeah.
was
They broke
like,
him.
"Oh, I know who this is." That's why he said maybe. What's his wife's name? Maybe M. What is it?
Fuck, I
Right?
don't
M.
remember.
Maybe
I don't remember the wife's name.
What's her name? But he was like, maybe she was right, and that's probably
Who
how
the
he
hell's
remembers.
Martin?
Martin's the guy.
Martin's
that
the
chained
one
old
that was
man
chained
gave
up,
Boyd the
yeah.
blood. My blood is your blood.
Oh, okay.
And
Maybe
maybe
that's why
yeah.
he knew what the wife said because he remembered from his memories. Maybe she was right.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Or the
that's
killing
true.
everybody
Maybe
similar.
then.
Yeah, because he
But
already
why
gave
was
up.
If he was reincarnated, and he was there, then he was like, you have to be
But
dead.
I don't think he was actually.
No,
Was he
it
actually
was
like
there?
it
I
was
don't think
just
he
a
was actually
vision.
there.
Because Julie.
Oh, you
but
think
this,
it was a vision?
Yeah,
Oh.
because
Did-
no,
did
Julie was going
Julie's-
through time because that one she saw him, she was in that moment, and then she
Oh, you're
turned
right.
and
No,
she
you're
was
right. He
out
was
of that
there.
moment.
Yeah,
He
yeah, no,
was
he
there.
was there because if she saw him too, then I mean, yeah, and she threw the rope down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can still say he's a vision, and you know, because like Cody
No,
mentioned,
he
monsters
gave-
monsters
That's tough.
choose who they want them to see. So I mean,
Yeah.
it
He
is tough to
gave
judge.
Boyd
but-
the blood.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had to have been there, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't just a vision.
Yeah, yeah,
Had
possibly.
to have been, I guess.
Damn.
But it's like Ethan said, they can't change what it's already happened. So I don't see the point of going
That's
I
back.
think
what
they can.
Ethan
I
thinks.
think they can.
they can. That's the only
I
way to
think they
break
can.
it.
Look,
And possibly
the story's
Randall,
already been
Randall
written.
and, I forget her name.
Muriel,
But I think as far as we know, Was it? Yeah, Marielle.
Marielle.
Maybe Randall and Marielle have some other abilities that can make them, you know, help them change shit. And
They're the three that can change shit.
situation. Maybe, yeah.
But
I
they're-
think so. I think we're gonna.
what are
find
they
out
called?
later
Story
what-
watchers? Walkers.
Story
Walkers. Well, her. I think they're
That's-
different abilities. I think there's gonna
Yeah,
be.
I think
I
there's
don't think they're both all three story
all
walkers.
three are
There's
the
no way.
same.
But
I don't
again,
think that
we're
would
going
happen.
off of Ethan's story. We don't even know if how much of that is true. Because,
But I'm telling you, that's why I think Ethan needed to go. And that's why Sarah needed to get rid of him. He knows stuff.
maybe
He knows stuff. That's what I'm thinking. Victor, I mean, they're best friends. Victor yaps.
I think Victor's gonna die soon.
I hope he doesn't, but fuck. Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe, but they didn't
I
want to
really
kill
hope
him.
he
Remember,
doesn't.
he went down in the cave. Hey, if you keep showing up down here, Victor, we're gonna make you stay. Like,
Oh,
That was
no
crazy.
shit,
That
yeah,
scene
yeah.
was
That was-
crazy as fuck.
That was
That
crazy.
is true,
Yeah, that
though.
was crazy. And he's all
They
running.
don't-
I'm like, you're good, Victor. They're not gonna chase you, bro. They just told you don't come back. You know, if you
Just
keep coming back,
beat
I think
it.
you can come back a couple more times. but
Right.
After that, you're gonna
That's
stay
true.
here.
I forgot about
But-
that. But I hope he
Yeah,
doesn't die,
so
to be
that-
honest.
We'll see. But that was a
Yeah.
crazy scene.
That was, yeah. Imagine.
You got in that
That'd be
season, man.
scary.
them not killing Randall and dropping him on the damn car. That was crazy.
Yeah, I thought
don't
the
see the
purpose of
point,
that was so that Randall can come back and just cause a divide in the group.
Yeah,
and break Boyd, but that never really happened. Like he never
exactly.
really
He
talked
really
to
brushed
Boyd.
it
Went
off.
to
Mhm.
yeah. So I don't know why they kept him alive. I mean, we've said earlier that maybe they just couldn't kill him. They're not allowed to kill him. I don't know. So that was kind of crazy.
She was like, "You can go. We keep Randall."
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. Here's the
He was
key.
like,
She's not dangling him.
"Fuck you.
Here you go.
Fuck you, bitch!
Fuck you.
Like, flipping around. Like-
Nah, that was a tough situation. That was a tough situation.
Boyd was going through it this season, man. He was
I said,
really
"Fuck."
crashing out.
They're
multiple
trying to
times,
break
bro.
him. They're trying to break him, and he just isn't breaking.
Yeah.
Hey, he's
Them
under there
crash outs
now.
was
But-
justified.
But
This
You
is this
think
his first
the
time in the
stuff-
caves?
who?
First time where?
Is this boy's first time in the tunnels?
I think so. Yeah, that we've seen.
Mm.
Yeah.
The tunnels
Oh,
and the
they
ruins are
finna have
different
a
then?
talk.
Technically?
No.
The ruins.
I don't.
Well, no, because okay,
The ruins weren't even there. She turned around and they were gone.
she turned around and the ruins just the tunnels just appeared. Like she was already
Mm.
in there.
She just walked through.
So she went through the door. She went through the door, went through, and then turned around, and that door was gone. Like there was no more
You're right.
going back.
That's why
So-
she's just jumping in different places.
I think she is jumping.
But
yeah,
the ruins and
different-
the tunnels are two different places that we know of.
Okay.
yeah.
But nah.
But any other thoughts?
Um,
What
what are
up?
we missing? We missing anything?
Anybody left in chat? They want to talk about something that they thought was crazy?
I'm trying to think. I feel like we're missing stuff.
I ate.
I mean, we could talk about some negatives about the season. Like I
yeah,
said,
John, you surprised me with that. I mean, I know you want to go 7.5. What happened?
I don't know. Like they prolonged it, I guess, as much as they could have. I don't know. I think it could have been a little condensed. Showing,
season?
I don't
It was
know
too
if
long for
showing
you?
more. Not long, but like it didn't. I don't know how to like say it. Not that it like dragged.
It dragged for you?
not
No,
dragged
not that either.
to say, but like I don't know. There was just points that like it just gave, I guess, more mystery, but too much, I guess, all at once. I don't know.
Because the
I
threads we
don't
had
know.
going on through the season was the woman in the kimono, the baby at the time. What else? There was Boyd. Was it Boyd? I don't remember. I think there was like two more threads that two more storylines that were going on at the same time. Thomas calling on the phone and shit, and whatever that was going on
The
too.
phone calls
It
to Jim.
was the
Yeah.
dude in yellow.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it was
But that was a trip.
them trying to solve the music, the numbers, I should say, going on. That was a little storyline throughout the whole season as well. I think they had like 4 or 5 different storylines going on, and I think they were all fine. I don't think I had any issues with the storylines. They did wrap them up pretty well. I was pretty satisfied. This is the most answers I think we've gotten so far. So we're starting to see.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we're starting to see
Like,
things kind of.
we know a general
shape.
idea of what's going on. We're just
Yeah.
missing a little here and there.
How many more seasons do we see, man?
2.
I
If
think
they're all gonna
minimum
be
2.
like this, yeah, 3 maybe.
I think minimum 2, probably 3. Yeah.
Because the first 2 were just like pure action. They could have thrown a little bit more of that type of stuff in there. We're just seeing people die every other episode.
Cause okay, like let's look at the story from the beginning to now. Sacrifice children. Tabitha and Jade tried to save them in their past life. Clearly didn't work. So we're here now in whatever reincarnation it is. We don't even know how they're even saving the children. The children are dead already. So who are the children? Shouldn't that be a question?
I think
Like-
it's their souls that are trapped.
The souls, yeah.
Okay. So how would
I'm
you
just-
even go about doing that? You would assume that you would probably reverse the sacrifice or do some type of ritual, right? How else would they go about doing that?
The lighthouse was never brought up again, and that was the
Mhm.
original way that we thought was the way to save the kids. And
Mhm.
I guess it kind of was because she left through the lighthouse. Can that happen again? Can she leave through the lighthouse again?
Well,
I don't see how that was
Well, the
saving the
lighthouse-
kids, though.
the lighthouse is gonna come back because she had a vision when she was going up there. She saw Jim hanging, but Jim's dead now, so I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know if that
Yeah,
vision
true.
was real or if it was fake or whatever, but the lighthouse has to be brought back up again. I just don't see how they're gonna get to the point of saving the children. Like, how do they get to that point? How do they know? Maybe they remember it already off of the memories they just got, but I don't know. And
Because
my-
they failed already, I think, and
They
who knows how
failed.
many times they failed.
Mhm.
So that obviously, maybe they have ways like, hey, this didn't work last time. Okay, let's try to figure.
So that's
something
probably
else
what
out.
it is. They're
Next
trying to figure out how to
reincarnate.
save the children.
Yeah. So
But
the
my
next-
thing is, like, I think they for sure tell everybody in the town that they know this. This has to be like the start of it. If they don't start telling everybody that everything now, I don't know what they're gonna like. It's pissing me off. Just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, shit's about to hit the fan regardless because Elgin's impaled. So
Yeah.
I mean,
he's not dead. I don't think
He's
he's
not
not
dead,
dead.
yeah,
Nah.
no, but
he's-
I mean,
he's
that's
fucked
what I'm
up.
saying.
Yeah,
They
It's in the whole eye.
they're gonna
walk
some
around
shit's
with
gonna blow
eye
back on
patch.
Sarah. Yeah, some shit's gonna blow back on Sarah.
See,
what the fuck?
I don't think so. I think Elgin's
Unless
gonna
they
have,
explain.
like, realization. Like, I'm sorry, I should listen to y'all. Like, because clearly they're not gonna get me free from this. Maybe he's still crazy. Like, well, just wait, give it time. We know, who knows? But I think Elgin's gonna like come to realize like that shit didn't work, and they're gonna be fixed now. But I don't know where they go from there. I think Sarah gets a pass, honestly.
But technically,
Maybe.
nobody died. Nobody got hurt besides him.
Besides Jim,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
Fuck.
and then how do
and,
people?
Tien Shin?
Yeah, but how do
No,
people
but
find
from
out
the-
about Jim? Like, how? From what? From what Elgin did?
What Elgin had did.
Yeah, nobody got hurt, but like, as far as that goes, like I said, when it comes to Sarah, I think everybody's gonna be like better with her. Like for specifically, Fatima and what's the boy's son's name? Why can't I remember his name?
Ellis.
Oh,
Ellis.
Ellis,
I think
yep.
he's gonna have more respect for her specifically because of that. But when it comes to the Jim thing, because that's why I want to touch on. How does Julie get to the point where she knows that he died like that? And you know what I mean? Like, how does she know about that? But
Yeah,
It's gonna be weird
I
because
didn't
people
get
have
that
to go to
neither.
the. They're gonna have to go to the RV to find Jim to know that he's dead, and then they're gonna have to figure out that he's unless the monsters come out at night and then drop Jim's body in front of them. That'd be some crazy shit.
Or
Yeah, I didn't get that
he
neither.
takes the body with him.
Oh, you think he goes to
could
the
take Jim.
town?
He could take He could take. Maybe
I don't-
he's gone. He
No, I
takes
mean
Jim
he
with
could.
him.
He could do that. He could take it into the caves or wherever they're from. But clearly he's strong as shit.
Yeah.
Jim didn't stand a chance. He got that arm around him. It was over with.
I don't think he's the ringleader like you guys think. I think
Nah.
he's something else.
He's
Why is
just
he
But,
barely
like, he-
coming out now? Do you think the song made him spawn just like the kids?
What did he tell Jim? You should have never dug that hole, right? That's what
He said, "Your wife should never dug that hole." But before that, he said, "Jade is a hell of a player," or something like that. Like, 'cause he played
Oh,
Yeah,
song,
playing,
right?
playing the
he
song.
He did.
Mhm.
He also said that knowledge has come.
yeah,
Knowledge
comes
comes
at
with
a
a price.
cost.
And he was also first teased because that's the first time we saw him, right?
yeah,
Like, out.
I think
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
also
ever.
teased in the painting in Victor's base or Victor's father's
painting
basement. That's
of
the
him.
first time we see like anything
Oh,
of him. It's
shit.
literally a painting of just him.
Miranda drew him, painted him.
That's another thing too. I think we should go back and watch that scene because there's paintings in there all over the fucking scene, and I'm sure
Yeah.
there's stuff in there.
Easter eggs.
Yeah, there's Easter eggs in there and stuff that maybe we'll
Isn't
see
he
in
in
the
the
future.
opening credits too?
Maybe.
Oh,
There's a lot
I think
of,
so.
There's a lot of
As a
things
painting
that
or
you-
what?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
I've
so.
never really paid attention to those.
those are Alice and Fatima are also in it.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Because that demon too that was in last season, that was stronger than the monsters too. The monsters are small fry. They're nothing. I don't think they
Even he
have-
said, "No, you're worried about those. This ain't nothing."
Yeah, I don't think
There's
he's not
still
even worried
the
about
spider
he's
webs
not with
that
them.
that boy that Sarah
spiders.
found. The
Something was strong
spiders.
enough to put. I mean, obviously
To
these
drag the tent.
these monsters or whatever are strong as shit. Clearly, they're strong as shit. Like
Yeah,
he fucked up Jim too easy. Like I was like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't
But
think he's one of them. I don't think he's what they are though. I don't
I don't
he's-
think so either.
No,
well, we
no,
have
he-
reason to believe that because he's the only one that we've seen during the day.
Yeah. But I think
I mean,
he's
that
something
still
else.
could be that the monsters can just do that regardless because we saw Smiley run in the damn
Yeah, that's true, at the
flashback or
end.
whatever. So maybe they're just putting up a front. But yeah, I don't know because something was strong enough to push their tent, however long it dragged them
Yeah,
for.
right.
I hope
So
it's a
the-
giant spider.
I do too.
Do you hope that?
Yeah, and that shit just lives in the trees.
Damn.
But where?
So
They
whatever
wouldn't
was
know.
walking around the camp too. Cody mentioned it earlier too. I don't think that was the man in yellow either. I think that's something else too.
Yeah.
What was it? Because I don't
Which
remember that
They
one?
never,
part.
they
Nah.
never said it. It was
There was
Kenny.
just rustling
Kenny-
going on outside the cabin.
Kenny said something was. Oh no! People came back. They were like, "Something's walking out there. We don't know what it is, but it's not the creatures from the town." That's all they said about it.
Could have been the spider, maybe.
I think he was even
It
walking
has
on
to
the
be
roof.
it has to be a spider, right? There's fucking webs. Like
No, this.
But
it's
there-
not
no,
by
there
the
was no
webs.
webs.
This
There
was a
just-
way.
no, I'm
Remember
saying in
they
the
were-
forest.
Oh, that.
Oh,
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, we think that's a
Maybe, yeah.
spider because they're the little baby spiders. Remember?
Yeah, that
Oh,
was a
yeah,
good
yeah.
one. But
Damn, man.
it was a great season. It was a great season. They gave us some answers while still keeping us
Keeping
on the hook. Well, me
mysteries.
personally, keeping me
Mhm.
on the hook. Yeah.
So how do y'all feel about the people that think that this show should have given us more? Because I think people are still on that same page. They think that we should already be almost.
I'm fine
done,
with
but
what
not
they
done.
gave us. I don't feel like I'm frustrated in any way with what they.
I
gave
think after the finale, it's super like complaining. Like I do you just want the ending told to you already?
Yeah,
Good?
yeah. Uh-huh.
Like I don't.
enjoy
there
the
still has to
ride.
be a
Let's
yeah, there
enjoy the
still has
ride.
to
Let's
be
have
a-
fun with it.
Not and this doesn't really have to do with the show. But when we found out that it was out last night, Cody had asked me how long it was, and I said 73 minutes. Boy, that was a goddamn lie.
That
They
was
threw
they
that
threw in
that
a
end of that preview of that. Did y'all watch that?
No, I did not watch that.
Ooh.
Did you?
You watched that?
So like, yeah, I watched it, the whole thing. It was like a whole preview to just whatever the next
yeah.
show that they're gonna preview on MGM or whatever. Me and Andrea watched the whole thing. It's pretty interesting. I don't know if it's zombies or not because they play like the clip of the show and it went on for a good minute. And then they played like a little teaser like they would drop on YouTube or something. And you don't see zombies at any point, but there's like a pandemic. Are you guys gonna watch that preview?
No.
The clip.
No.
So he's like living in a cabin in the woods, and he gets bit by a snake doing something outside, and it's like a poisonous snake. So like he like digs out the cut and gets the poison out a little bit, but there's still like a good amount in him, and it knocks him out because he's able to get back into his cabin, but it knocks him out. So we don't know how long he's out for, but he's like coming in and out of like his sleep or whatever, and we see it a few times, like it's day and then it's night, it's day and then it's night, and then he finally wakes up. He gets ready, he gets in his truck, he goes down to the town. He gets to like a Target or something, and it's in like our time because there's like an Amazon Prime fucking van or whatever. But he gets there. There's a dead cop on the ground. I don't know. It could be a hit. It looks interesting. I don't know if it's zombies or not though, because like I said, we didn't see a zombie that whole time. But yeah, MGM was crazy for that because I thought we were gonna get a movie, and
No, y'all didn't see the episode started with that. It told you that was gonna be. I was like, what the?
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not watching that trash. Frumily Theory,
Wow.
Get out of here.
Yeah, what
Frumily
up?
Theory said, "Hey, Frumily."
What up?
Welcome. What?
Well,
Drop your theories. Your name's Frumly Theory. What do you think? What do you think about the season before we head on out?
Frumily.
Hell yeah. Honestly, I think my favorite moment. I don't know if I'm gonna go the whole season, but definitely from the finale was Sarah.
yeah.
Like that shit blew my mind. Cause what was her line that she said
When?
That
before she
She's not gonna
Different
let
boys,
it.
man.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
boy's a good man. He doesn't know how far he has to go. I was like, oh shit. Then she locked the door. I was like, bro, this bitch is a
Yeah.
gangster.
Yeah, that was crazy.
As soon as
She got
as soon
the
as she went
answers,
in there,
so
I
it
was
was
like,
like,
yeah. As soon as she went in there, I was like, oh.
But see, I wasn't, because in the
I was
beginning she was
thinking
on some calm shit.
No,
Like,
because she just rushed in there.
no, but I'm saying like when they were all in there, she was just like Elgin, like
Yeah, but it wasn't working. As soon as I saw her walk
Yeah,
up
as soon
the
as she
stairs,
went in- yeah, I
she
was like,
went
yeah, she
in
got
there and she shut the door. I was like,
I
And
just
she
thought she
grabbed
was gonna
the-
try to talk to him again. I ain't seen that shit coming.
nah,
I didn't think she was gonna like.
kill nah. She was
nah.
not.
I thought she was gonna
couldn't
kill
kill him
Because I
They
don't
needed
think
the
she's
answer.
like that. She only did it because she thought she was doing the right thing. That's why she did it in the beginning. But she's good now. That's why I like her now. She's one of my favorite.
She ain't good. She's a savage. She did that on
That's
her
the
own
thing,
free
like,
will.
She's doing what she
had
has
no.
to do now.
She
No, but
had
that's what I'm
no
saying.
voices in her head. Nothing. She did that
No,
because she
yeah,
wanted
that's
to.
why. No,
She had to.
She had to. She knew she's the only
she's
person that can do
crazy.
it, and she wouldn't get like it wouldn't affect her as much.
Mhm.
She's already been through the worst. She has nobody. She said it. She has nobody. He does.
And she's
That
trying to
was-
keep Boyd, like they've said it throughout the season. He's the only
His-
hope. She's trying to keep
Mhm.
him,
His
sane,
picture.
keep his hope alive. Yeah. So
That was crazy.
all right.
His whole eye. I thought she was gonna just keep stabbing the arm that was hit with the hammer. Nah.
Nah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
She
was
lobotomized
worse.
him.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was. Whew.
But season 4, I know there was like speculation of 2026, but Harold Perrineau did come out and say there is no release date for that.
Oh,
So it could be
my.
2026, but that 2026 is not confirmed.
Yeah, I mean they barely got renewed. They didn't even know if they were going to get renewed, so they haven't even started shooting
Mm.
anything. I'm sure they got it written because they know where they're going with it, but
Yeah.
they still got to shoot and everything. So get everybody's schedules lined up. So probably 2026. Get everything edited afterwards and everything. So I think
Sucks.
They need to just do
Hopefully
both
less.
seasons, the next 2 seasons in one. Start filming everything.
That's
what they do.
crazy.
They need to release it back to
they're
back.
they're living season to season, man. They don't know if
They
they're getting
only renewed it
yet.
for one season.
Yeah, and they've been doing that every year. It gets renewed one season. You know, they don't tell them, hey, you guys got 3 seasons.
That's like
That's a-
most shows for the most part.
Yeah,
Like
but I
it's
feel
rare when you get renewed for back-to-back seasons.
No, yeah, but I feel like they let them know a lot sooner. Like they barely announced this a couple days ago that
Mhm.
they got renewed. So
Mhm.
they're on like damn. You would
And that
figure
really
you would know
sucks. 'Cause
earlier.
Seems
than
like
that.
there's a big group for this.
Well,
Should be enough
definitely from
people
like
keeping them
season
alive.
2 to 3 was like the blow up. Like that's when it became like
The
because
shit.
apparently they have millions of viewers. every Sunday. You would have fooled me, but apparently the show's a hit.
Mhm.
So,
Apparently.
well, from like people watching it, not how good it is.
All right. Any final thoughts? Anything else? Jet, you have written on your notes that you wanted to bring up?
No, we actually tackled literally everything.
All right.
Can't wait for season 4.
Oh,
Wish it was already here.
this is random,
and
but
we
it's like
just-
that portable. What's it called? The ultrasound. You think that was
Mhm.
just coincidence?
Bro,
Because it was like,
I've
what are
been
the
trying
odds?
to tell you, bro. I don't think nothing's a coincidence with that town.
No, I think it was a coincidence.
I was like,
There's
a portable
reincarnation.
that it
ultrasound.
was on the ambulance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they have them in ambulances.
Yeah, I'm sure they do too.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I just don't think nothing's a coincidence because the reincarnation and the fact that like people are destined to be there. Not everybody, I don't think, but majority of them are destined to be there.
People, not
'Cause-
things.
Because,
Yeah,
like,
but-
imagine they
And I
think
think
it's a real
Tabitha is
baby,
destined to be there.
and they go through with like a whole birth procedure.
Because
Oh shit! It's a fucking
'Cause-
monster. Right in
Yeah,
front of everybody.
you didn't even see anything.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, like the ultrasound didn't do shit. Like it didn't
Nah,
get anywhere.
but it
Like it served no purpose.
it proved she doesn't have
That
a
there's
baby.
nothing.
Where
But wouldn't
she
it have
said
been-
she can't get pregnant.
But that would be like a plus for them.
Yeah.
That would
She
be
have
like,
been
okay, there's
blindsided by it.
that would mean that there's somebody else helping them, and it's not just the kids. If that's the route you want to go with, the ultrasound was like
Planted.
supposed to be there. Yeah, I just
well,
think that so happened to be on the ambulance.
I'm sure they have them on EMTs.
Well, one thing we're not speaking about is the fact that the boy in white was seen in the real world.
By Tabitha.
I mean, yeah, but that would mean he's a bigger player than if he can control that. He's a bigger player than we think.
I think
Mhm.
it was just because Tabitha is so connected to the town. I don't think like he was seen by Tabitha of all people. Like I feel like she saw that.
Why was he letting Ethan see him?
I don't even remember when that happened.
He feels
When,
Kind of like Victor too.
safe.
Victor was seeing him too when he was a little kid.
When Ethan
stopped seeing him.
first got like healed when he first got there and he got laid down in his bed, he looked out the window and he was staring at him. He was like, "I'm just talking to my friend."
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Because it makes you wonder if like Tabitha even really escaped. Like
I
if that
think
was
she
just
did.
a
Yeah.
plan to just bring her back
Oh,
regardless.
that's
Oh,
the
like
thing.
her purpose was to go get the dad. You think
Yeah,
that
the
was-
Yeah.
boy in white
Yeah.
sent her
Yeah.
out there for a reason. Yeah,
Yeah.
but,
But-
dang,
Damn.
what we didn't talk about either was when Victor tried to cut down that tree. That man spawned instantly. Don't cut that. He started speaking. Don't cut that tree down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel
why
like that
would he cut
tree.
the tree?
I think the tree
So
is
that-
the way out, and it's gonna
the
lead back
way
to that
out.
part.
Yeah.
Because they put all their hopes into the tree. You cut the tree.
Yeah.
You cut the only way
The,
for
the,
the save
the
them.
notes and all that. No, they need those.
I thought that was
notes.
gonna
They
be a
played
way
the
to
song.
communicate. I didn't expect what's her name fuck, let me bring it up. Tabitha. I didn't expect Tabitha to come back that fast. Like I was like, oh shit, they're really
Yeah.
Shit.
damn. Like I thought she was gonna go back, but I didn't think that fast. So I thought they were gonna use the tree to communicate. Like they were gonna go to the park. She could put fucking
That
pieces of
would've
paper in
been
there, and they were gonna
crazy,
show up
yeah.
on the other side. I thought that was
That would have been a trip too. But nope, they didn't even make it to the park.
that was crazy.
That pissed
He
me
was
off.
like, nah,
I was
fuck that. We're going. We're going. Close the door. We're going to the tree.
Nah, that pissed me off the most. But
And then the scenes with Henry and Victor, I think throughout the whole season, whenever they would talk, I think those are brilliant.
Yep. And then Henry finally just snapped, like, "Bro, you gotta stop. I'm your dad. Like, don't be talking like that." He started being a father
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
Great season, I think.
Oh, we didn't talk about the Eloise grave either. He said, "I don't know if it is." I think they're trying to like hint towards something maybe because they rarely talk about her, but when they do, this is the only time. And it was I don't even know if this is Eloise. because he never saw her body. He only saw pieces of a little girl,
Pieces.
and we didn't have no confirmation of what happened to her.
Yeah,
Something
maybe
to think
maybe
about.
all this stuff will come up in the coming seasons. So
Ethan's the reincarnation.
Of Victor, yeah. That's why I think Victor's gonna
Oh,
die.
I think Victor.
What the hell?
how
They're
can he be
both
reincarnated? They're
alive.
both alive right there. That's not how
why.
the reincarnation.
Spirits.
He has to die. He's gonna die.
No, that's not how
No, you
You
reincarnation
gotta die
works.
first. There's
Yeah.
no way.
That's literally
don't
what
know.
reincarnation means.
That was crazy.
I mean, do we know Tabitha was born when Miranda died?
Look at
Probably,
look
she
how
said
old
she's
Victor is. Look
reincarnated.
how
Not
old
that
Victor
much
is.
older
He's-
than Tabitha.
Victor's older than Tabitha.
Like 20 years.
That's,
God
that's
damn.
a long ass time.
I know.
No, but that's not how reincarnation works. But go ahead.
Yeah.
There you guys go. We hope you guys enjoyed the review. To those of you guys that dropped by, we appreciate you guys. Let us know what you thought about the season. If you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, what did you guys think? Drop those ratings down below. If you
On
guys
to
are new-
Silo.
onto Silo. Dang, onto Silo.
Chill
Go check out
out.
Silo. Go check out Silo.
Chill out.
We appreciate you guys watching the live, watching this video on YouTube. If you're watching it from YouTube, go ahead and drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We appreciate you guys. And when in the meantime, keep it locked here to LFG, where we got you covered on anything and everything in pop culture. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.